First, the top headlines. Mirabai Chanu to trends at La Ferté Milan Pership, Paris ahead of Olympic. Mizoram government suspended teacher for leaking questions of 10th standard. Assam Congress MLA opposes CAA notification. And curfew relaxed in Infal East, West and Tawal district till 10 p.m. for Kaksing district till 8 p.m. In Bisnupur district, curfew has been relaxed till 5 p.m. today. Hello, good afternoon. You're watching ELITETV English News at 3 p.m. Now the news in detail. The locality of Katak Kun strongly condemns the burning of houses by Kuki militants on March 11. In this regard, Laishram Sanjoy Mite, Secretary Katak Village, in a press meet held at the Manipur Press Club today, said that the burning of the houses at Katak Kun belonging to Meitei community is condemnable. Houses of the chieftains of the Katak Kun and one individual called W. Buddha were set on fires in the incident. The villager denounced the statements of the chief minister that the houses burned by Kuki militants were deserted. Katak is a village located at the eastern side of the Manipur and is one of the peaceful villages of the state. On the day, one villager informs through mobile phone that houses were burned down by the armed Kuki militants. Then immediately some villagers rushed to the area and found 3 armed Kuki militants were torching the houses of the Meitei. There is 2 Kuki villages, namely Molfai and Bongyang near Katak Kun. The villagers of the Katak Kun are taking shelters at the Katak Kunjao due to the prevailing conflicts, he added.
Masi mogi knowledge foidan yaroga thaborang mari ai sakti haijaningi maramdi jaga da atopa khunamta leibinate molphai haba mo bongyang haba khun ani khak lei haiba khunje Kuki khun ngaktani ato sida atopa maitei khun adagi muslim khun amata leibinate ado khunau jo makhan irangna maram oraga barmagi laiba irang adagi seithen oraga adagi laiba aji still sathariba communal conflict maram oraga khun thado hoi leibingam de khunjau de leraga Kunjau degi atau pas apa jaga ada loi lainnya apa nih?
Aku ikut hak penuh hai sih. Kutha Kunjau degi kilometer tayar mungkin jalan lain jaga nih. Pai degi Manipur, Myanmar get ihan tim jaga nih. Kau mitai kulo hai. Apam cita kau lain jaga sih jam nak, karena tahu apa permainan jam nak tahu Myanmar. Si merak cita, aku ini kira ni bulan sih anda ki 2020 degi Moi Myanmar ge PDF ke mo sulera minda aduda moi gi March ki 23 do ai mali chap chap dai khangre ada koi khunji da moi ga aduda army ga moi ga lam theng na ko awa ka yama ti khuding ga koi se dum moi kara la kani kari to kuni ai ki ko yam lai gi moi na matam ti to la ta ko matam da koi gi matam ji da asi iran na ta bi da koi gi nupi ga aki khang me yama nang re aduda gi hona koi si tamna koi nupi ngang ke koi ko tha ko khunjau se thadiro ko dum horaki thang di loina na kusi ki irang la ko matam da koi loina na koi tu kara ba ta dum lai bai se koi si dum lai ni du koi kuchi koi ni ta tang de to lai de ba phun lai de ba koi gi koi ga samrai phun hai ta re koi khun gi na su dum koi ngak sen ni na mo ni su de la mo khun lai matam da koi kitam koi ngak su ngai ga ni to sin ta u koi na koi dum tin la ta ya ga ni hai na mo na do tham bi su lai
One day, doctors and nurses meet on the theme Your Dream, Your Vision, Your Manifesto, organized by BJP Manipur Pradesh, were held today at the Imperial Hall, Classic Grande, Chimairong. Speaking on occasions, Dr. Sapam Ranjan Singh, Minister of Health, expressed that for the development of to hear the people's voice is so important. The present government of Manipur, led by the BJP, is people-centric. Government is doing many development works in its best level. As a part of it, the doctors and the nurses meet is organized today. Taking opportunity of this meet, the doctors as well as the nurses should express their idea. They should express what they think and what the government do in the welfare of the public, he added. Adhikari Mayum Sarda Devi, President, BJP Manipur Pradesh, MLA Thangzams Arun Kumar, Dr. K. Palin, Chairman Siza Hospitals, and Nimbus, Vice President BJP Manipur Pradesh, and M. Asni Kumar, Chairman LDA, attended the meet.
We have doctors, senior doctors, retired doctors, right up to doctors who are very young, nurses, retired nurses, to nurses who are very young, who are not that young, but in the middle age. Same goes with the doctors. The ideas that would be shared by doctors, nurses, wherever, the ideas interactions whatever you feel that should be incorporated in the manifesto of the party, central leaders Yoraga, Manipuri context, this idea also will be in Manipur, it was a manifesto and the ideas it's the people's voice that's most important. To us, people in the administrative, it is the people's voice, it is the people's desire and the ideas that are supposed there are to be shared by all of you will be, it is very important. It has
The current youth organizations, Manipur has congratulated Chungrang Korens of Kamu Kwereng village, Kampopi district, on winning interim bantamweight champions, defeating Muhammad Farhad by knockouts in 3 minutes 48 seconds of the round 4 in the metric fights night. MFN 14th on March 9 last held at the Noida Indoor Stadiums, Noida. In a press release issued by the Secretariat Information and the Publicity of the current youth organization, Manipur says that the organization appreciated his victory as the pride moment for him and pride moment for Manipur in India. Indeed, the organization is proud of such excellent performance on winning one of the highest level title. He became the first ever interim bantamweight world champions from Manipur at the international level events MFN 14, which is one of the highest levels of the mixed martial arts MMA. At previous events, he won in the MFN 7s on December 10, 2021 by defeating Angad Bhish, in the MFN 8s by defeating Aman Saini on April 1, 2022. In MFN 11 defeated Manes Mahanta on March 31, 2023. At MFN 12 defeated Chaitamnya Govali on July 1, 2023. His hard work from determination, dedication, sacrifice, courage, and people leads to the victory of fights in spite of being born and brought up from the poor families and belonging to the minority community in the states of Manipur, it added. Ministry of Youth Affairs, Sports, Missions Olympic cells during their 126th meeting approved weightlifter Mirabai Chanu's proposal to train at La Fate-Milans, Paris to prepare ahead of the upcoming Olympic Games. Mirabai Chanu, who claims the silver medals at the Tokyo Olympics, will embark on her training journey to La Fate-Milans, Paris, nearly a month prior to her Olympic event. The purpose behind this early departure is to acclimate to the weather conditions and fine-tune her skills for the mega events on the horizons. During her stints at the Paris training camp, Mirabai Chanu will be accompanied by 2 coaches and a physiotherapist. The expenses incurred during her training, including the air tickets, visa costs, accommodation charges, food, training costs, local transport, medical insurance, sauna charges, will all be covered under the target's Olympic podium scheme. Notably, Mirabai Chanu isn't the sole beneficiary at the MOC's approval. Equestrian player Anus Agarwala proposals to participate in the 8 competitions and procure equipment for his horses has been also given the nod. Similarly, judoka Asmiti Day and shooter Arjun Singh Chima have received the financial assistance approval for his respective international engagement. Nearly inducted Indian tennis sensation Sumit Nagal's request for the financial aid towards participation in the 2 international tournaments along with support staff expenses was also approved by the MOC. Under the top TOPS, funding their airfare, accommodation costs, coaching fees and support staff fees will be taken care of the furnitures. Furthermore, the MOC has extended supports toward enhancing the performance of the other athletes. Badminton players Chirag and Sadwich will benefit from the financial assistance for hiring a video analyst, while weightlifter Jeremy Lalringnuanga, physiotherapists, contract extensions and track athletes Amo checkups equipment procurement have also been facilitated. The Mizoram government has suspended a teacher for allegedly leaking for social science question papers of the Class 10 board examinations, as state ministers told the assembly on Monday. The minister says that the teachers have provided specific students with suggestion before the exam held on March 8. After receiving complaints about the similarity questions in the social science paper and those suggested by the teachers from the government's run Mizo High School, the Mizoram Board of School Education immediately launched an investigation. Education Minister Dr. Valal Langna said the MPSC questioned several individuals, including the president of the Mizo Secondary School Teachers Association, the principal of the Mizo High School, some students and the suspected teachers. It was discovered that the teachers who was a part of the moderation teams responsible for filtering question paper had admitted to his misconduct, the minister said. He confessed to the providing board exams questions as suggestions for some academically weaker students during a special class, and these students had noted down the suggested questions in their notebook, which served as an evidence, Balal Tanga said. On further investigation, it was learned that the suggested questions were not widely circulated as the special class was attended by few students, and all Class 10 students of the Mizo High School did not receive the suggestion, the minister says. Balal Lalna says the accused was suspended on a Sunday for his misconduct, and a first information report was submitted to the police station on the same day. The minister says that the examination committee convenes a meeting on Monday to decide further actions on the subject. He says the examination for all the remaining subjects will continue as per schedules. The incident sparked anger among students and parents who raised complaints on various social media platforms. Assam Congress MLA Abdul Rashid Mandal expressed his opposition to the Citizenship Amendment Act (CAA) notification. He stated that the act has been widely opposed by all political parties, both within and outside the parliament. He labels the act as discriminatory and unconstitutional, stating that the government's attempt to grant citizenship based on the religion is not permissible under the provision of the Indian Constitution. The act has been protested against across the country, including Assam, according to the Mandals. Meanwhile, the opposition United Forum has denounced the act, with Congress leaders Dabarata Saikia hitting out the central government for what he perceives as a betrayal of Assam's sentiments and as a disregard for its integrity. Addressing the media, Saikia expressed deep concern over the implementation of the CAA, stating, "Today the central government has shatters the national integrity sentiments of the people of Assam by implementing the Citizenship Amendment Act. They have dashed the hopes of the Janagana in Assam. The Citizenship Amendment Act, which has been rolled out nationwide, including the Assam, has stirred significant controversy since its inception." Saikia criticized the ruling BJP governments for allegedly prioritizing political gains over the welfare of the state's inhabitants. Saika accused the centers and the BJP governments of reneging and promises made to safeguard Assamese sentiments, unity, cultures and tradition. He asserted they have provided opportunity to foreigners staying in Assam in after 2024, which is entirely unacceptable and very unfortunate. Following the suspected IED blast near Syndicate stands, close to the damned martyrs Harijans colony, Liu Maulang, Silong, 2 individuals have been apprehended by the authorities. The Superintendent of Police SP of East Khasi Hills, Rituraj Ravi, confirms the blast and the arrest. The blast, which occurs around 10:30 p.m. on Saturday evening, rattles with the tranquility of the area. No casualties were reported, with the damage confined to a small abandoned house and a few adjacent window panes. Although the full extent of the damage is yet to be determined, initial assessment suggests the explosion was triggered by the improvised explosive device, as stated by the SP. The identities of the arrested individuals have not been disclosed at the time of the report. In a bid to fortify the National People's Party NPP strategy for the forthcoming Lok Sabha election, Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma chairs National Committee meetings held in Shillong on March 11. The meeting delves into various concerns pertinent to the party's campaign strategies and electoral preparations. Earlier in the day, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma embarked as a significant development spree, laying the foundation stones for the 3 pivotal projects aimed at enhancing the state's infrastructure. Among these initiatives as the commencement of the new Shillong water supply scheme, the initiations of land reclamations endeavors at the waste processing and disposal sites in the Martens, Maulai, and a kick-off of the internal road constructions within the new Shillong township at the Makaunu, Maudang. The inaugural ceremonies held at the Makaunu, Maudang was graced by the presence of the Deputy Chief Minister Snyang Bhalang Dhar, PHC Ministers Marquis Marak, Health Ministers Aparins Lindo and Chief Secretary DP Watlang. Addressing the gathering, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma expressed his satisfactions at the enthusiastic participation and mobilizations witnessed during the event. He remarked, "It is encouraging to see a positive response in the turnout of the peoples and also the mobilization for the celebration of the momentous program." The 3 initiatives that has been initiated today bring the states a step closer to a larger visions that the government has for the state. A delegation representing the Sikkim Democratic Front's SDF parties comprising PD Rai, KT Golsens, Sakti Singh Chowdhury, Sushil Rai and Karma Thapa visited the office of the governors of Sikkim to submit some memorandums advocating for the president's rules in the states ahead of the upcoming election. The memorandums, drafted on behalf of all parties meeting held on March 9, 2024, attended by the representatives from the Sikkim Republicans Party, Sikkim Rajas Man's Party, Bharatiya Janata parties and the SDF, stated the necessity of the president rule to ensure free and fair election in Sikkim. The delegation highlighted the concerns regarding the prevailing lawlessness and the breakdown of law and orders in the states. In a letter addressed to the governors Laxman Prasad Acharya on March 11, 2024, the SDF reiterated their demands for the extension of the president rules in Sikkim, citing powers under Article 371F(g). The letter highlighted a recent meeting of the opposition parties where a 4-point resolution was adopted, aligning with the SDF's stance on the matter. The SDF expressed solidarity amongst the political parties in recognizing the urgent needs for intervention to address the deteriorating situation in Sikkim. They stated that the importance of maintaining peace and restoring laws and order for the welfare of the states and its residents. Additionally, the delegations apprised the governors of recent communications from the Election Commission of India to the Chief Electoral Officers, Sikkim, stressing the imperative of conducting violence-free elections in the state. An election management committee meeting was recently held at the Bharatiya Janata Party's office on Tibet Road, Gangtok. The meeting, chaired by the EMC convener Karma P. Bhutia, also included a district-level coordinating committees in Gaikulung. Key parties members, including executive members, attended the session. The committee deliberated on the several critical issues related to the upcoming election, including campaign planning, voter outreach, candidate selections, and organizational preparedness. The meeting served as a comprehensive platform for analysis and decision-making, aiming to enhance the party's electoral prospects. The Elections Management Committee, with the collective inputs of all attendees, reiterated its commitment to uphold the BJP's principles and values, striving for electoral success in the forthcoming polls. And now let's take a short break. Keep watching.
Gear up for the future with Quantum University. Write your success story with our new age programs that shall be amongst the top 3 most rewarding careers in India and across the globe in the next decade. One of the reasons why Quantum is a leading private university in India is these world-class partnerships, which makes it stand out among the rest.
The pinnacles of success for your children. Get enrolled to one of the finest schools in Northeast India, UNESCO School, Excellence in Education.
Presto Personalized Wonders, Imphal Nauna Hangdok Chere, Haidibasida, Personalized Gifts, Corporate Gifts, Awards and Mementos, Home Decor, Office Rubber Stamp Nachingba, Potlam Sing, Mafam Asida Pambigani, Ngasi Maglangsing Birau, Tilak Ras Enterprises, Presto, Tangal Bazar near Kasturi Tong, Imphal. Contact number 0385-244-9025 Natraga 98621-00456.
Welcome back after the break. China has registered a diplomatic protest against India due to the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's recent visit to Arunachal Pradesh, where he inaugurated the newly constructed Sela tunnels. China, which claims Arunachal Pradesh as its territory, stated that India's actions would only complicate the ongoing boundary disputes. Wang Wenbin's spokesperson for the Chinese Foreign Ministry declares that the Zhongnang area in China's territory. He further stated that China does not acknowledge the so-called Arunachal Pradesh illegally set up by India. He added that the unresolved China-India borders issues gives India no right to arbitrarily develop the Zhongnang area. China expressed strong disapproval of the PM Modi's visits to the eastern sections of the China-India boundary. PM Modi's visits to Arunachal Pradesh involves the inauguration of the Sela tunnels, built at a cost of rupees 825 crore, which will provide all-weather connectivity to Tawang and facilitates better troops movement along the frontier region. The tunnels is expected to improve the movements of the troops and weaponry along the lines of actual control (LSC) with China. India has consistently rejected China's claims over the Arunachal Pradesh and asserted that it is an integral part of India. Rakibul Hussains, a prominent leader of the Congress parties in Assam, has broken the mold by initiating its polling campaigns before the formal announcements of Lok Sabha elections candidates. His move is seen as an early bird strategy, aiming to gain a head start in the forthcoming election. Rakibul Hussains, a prominent leader from the Congress party in Assam, is set to contest for the Dhubri seats, according to the sources. However, the final list is yet to come out, which will be by the Congress party's second list. Rakibul Hussains is also said to start his poll campaigns from the Gauripurs from the March 11 onwards. With Congress, Rakibul Hussains being the chosen candidates from the Dhubri LS seats, the future looms dark for the Barpeta sitting MP Abdul Khalik. who allegedly fails to secure any berths in the forthcoming Lok Sabha polls. Assam Health Minister Keshav Mahanta has expressed his confidence in the Assam Gana Parishad AGP party's prospects of winning the Dhubri Lok Sabha seat. Speaking to the media, Mahanta says the current central government's development work under PM Modi has significantly transformed the minds of the minorities of the region. That is why we are hopeful this time AGP's candidates will defeat the ruling AIUD-UF. The Modi government announces the implementation of the Citizenship Amendment Act. It was an integral part of the BJP's 2019 manifesto. This will pave the way for the persecuted to find citizenship in India. Sibasagar MLA Akhil Gogoi has strongly criticized the Citizenship Amendment Act, declaring plans for a large-scale peaceful protest. In an interview with India Today's Northeast, Gogoi expressed his belief that the CAA is an assault on the Assamese community, drawing parallels with the historical Mughal attacks on Assam. CAA is nothing but the center's attacks on the Assamese community. The way Mughals attacked Assam, the same way BJP is trying to attack Assam in the name of the CAA and to fight, the only response from the people of the state is nothing but massive peaceful agitation. At this moment, I want to urge the people of the state, irrespective of caste, creeds, to get ready for the massive agitation, but in a peaceful manner. I ask people to come out to the streets and democratically protest against the CAA, he said. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee addressed the issues of the Citizenship Amendment Act and the National Registers of Citizens. She stated that this matter was sensitive to the West Bengals and Northeast India, expressing her desire to avoid any unrest ahead of the Lok Sabha election. Banerjee also commented on the center's possible notification of the CAA rules today, stating, "Let me see the rule first. The notification has not been issued yet. If peoples are deprived of their rights under the rules, then we will fight against it." She further dismissed these actions at the BJP's elections publicity strategy, saying it is nothing else. The Citizenship Amendment Act (CAA), recently notified by the central government, has been welcomed by all India Muslim Jamaat presidents Maulana Sahad Uddin Rajvi Barelvi. He addressed the concerns of the Muslim community, assuring that the act will not affect their citizenship status. He said the government of India has implemented a CAA law. "I welcome this law. This law has nothing to do with a Muslim. It is aimed at providing citizenship to non-Muslims from Pakistan, Afghanistan and Bangladesh who face religious atrocities." He further clarified that the Indian Muslims will not be impacted by the law and urged them to welcome the CAA. He attributed past protests to misunderstandings created by some political entities. In a recent statement, Union Home Minister Amit Shah clarified that the Citizenship Amendment Act was implemented to grant the citizenship, not revoke it. This comes in response to fears among the minorities, particularly the Muslim community, who feel threatened by the act. Shah reassures that the CAA does not contain any provisions to stripe anyone their citizenship. Instead, it is aimed to offer citizenship to refugees persecuted in Bangladesh and Pakistan. The Union Home Minister has now announced the rules for implementing the CAA just day before the Lok Sabha election schedule is due to be released. Introduced by the Narendra Modi government and approved by the parliaments in 2019, the CAA seeks to provide Indian citizenship to persecute non-Muslim migrants, including Hindus, Sikhs, Jains, Buddhists, Parsis, and Christians from the Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Afghanistan who arrives in India prior to December 31st, 2014. Upon improvements in the law and order situations in the Valley districts, curfew has been relaxed till 10 p.m. today in Imphal East, Imphal West and Thabal district. In Kasi district, curfew has been relaxed till 8 p.m. today. However, in Bishnupur district, curfew has been relaxed till 5 p.m. today. Traffic is seen as usual on the roads and most of the shops and markets were opened. Several people purchased their essential items during the curfew relaxation. For ELITETV News channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 94028909882 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channels or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Before we wrap up the top stories once again. Mirabai Chanu to trends at La Fate Milan, Paris ahead of Olympic. Mizoram government suspended teacher for leaking questions of standards. Assam Congress MLA opposes CAA notification. And curfew relaxed in Infal East, West and Thabal district till 10 p.m. for Kaksing district till 8 p.m. In Visnupur district, curfew has been relaxed till 5 p.m. today. Well, that's all for now. Keep watching ELITETV for more updates at 6 p.m. again. Till then, take care and have a wonderful evening.